Wake up. Let's worship. God is so good. God is so good. Wake up, y'all. Let's worship. We're only going to do this for a little while because it doesn't take much. God told me years ago I can do in 5 minutes what you can in a lifetime. So we can, like, I'm not going to limit this to 5 minutes. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, wake up. Let's worship. It is the end of the year. This is the second to the last. Wake up and worship. Once God gave me this idea, I stuck to it. I love worshiping, and I love encouraging people to do so because God is worthy. And what I have found this year, because this year I have walked closer to God than I ever have before in my life, because I presented my body as a living sacrifice. I said, listen, whatever you want to do with me. Then I created a space in my home so I could hear him. We're talking about the creator of the universe, the beginning and the end. All powerful. He desires to walk with us in the cool of the day. He desires to speak sweet everythings into our ear, into the depths of our being. He wants to be the lover of our soul, of the place that aches, that longs, that you can't speak to because you gotta keep showing up. He wants to enter the place in here. He wants that. It wants him. There is a place inside of us that nothing could ever feel except for God. He made it that way. He made it that way because he wants us to long for him. He said, if you seek him, you'll find him. If you search for him with your whole heart. Like, he's the creator of the universe. When you think about it, like, people be like, why don't God do this? Why don't God do woo wop the bam? He is God. He can do whatever he wants to do. And who are you to challenge him? Who are you? That God is so mindful and gracious, but yet he loves us. We can speak our truth, but he ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for him. Who are you to say what God should and should not do? Like, for real. While you over there breathing his breath. I'm just saying, let's worship. He is worthy. Everything that he said he would do this year. So I'm gonna give a brief little, I know, yeah, I can. Give a brief little recap of my year. Around this time last year, I heard God say, get a year at a glance calendar. Now, I'm going to tell about my raggedy business in the past because I've been self-employed since I was 20 years old. I'm 54. And I've never really done my businesses in quarters like I should have. So that says a lot. That says a lot how things had been going in the past. But as I yielded space to God and I asked him to lead me, he started ordering my steps. Like, I would have ideas. That's how he speaks to us. We'll get an idea and say, So I couldn't get rid of it. You get a year at a glance calendar. Long and short, I ended up getting one. I ain't gonna tell the whole story behind how somebody I met. Anyway, no, one of my sisters, we were at church together. We were at church. I saw her at church, and I never see her at church. And we ended up going to have brunch with her and her twin boys. And I said, sis, I seen this year. I need to get this year to get at a glance calendar because I see it in my spirit. I know I gotta get it. But I've looked on Amazon. You know, Amazon got everything. I looked on Amazon and they don't have it. And she said, oh, I've got a great one. She pulled it out and it was the one I saw in my mind. I was like, yeah, she actually ordered it and sent it to me. But it was the first year I had ever done my years like that. And I planned purposefully based on what I was hearing, not just goals that I had set, what I was hearing. Because I reiterate, I create a space for God every single day. I sit with them. It started with 5 minutes. I created a whole system around it because I've learned that if you create a space, that's why I be like, let's worship God because I understand who he is, because he's a permanent guest and we commune all the time. And I am thankful for that. So as I would hear, I would do it. I started a podcast. This time last year, my system was not even a thought in my mind. It was the system that I used every day. I get up in the morning, I drink water, I sit on my meditation pillow. It wasn't as good as the one that y'all gonna get if y'all get it, or when y'all get it. The 5-minute hourglass, that's saucy just within itself. Like, boom, God can do in 5 minutes, we can't do in a lifetime. But I got a 45-minute hourglass. And then the journal. Like, I used to read a devotional. I still do. I read a devotional every morning, along with the other things that I do as my morning routine. And then last year, I started journaling. I've been journaling for a little bit over a year. Almost 2 years, a gratitude journal. I'm gonna look it up actually. Once I started asking God to lead me, I want to implement all the tools. Like, I want to do my part. I ain't saying lead me, and I'm just like, God, you said you was gonna do it. No, I'm implementing tools, principles. Like, I'm implementing steps, like taking steps. And as you take the steps, you'll be like, how'd I get here? Took the steps, and God put His sauce on it. And so, the beginning of the year is a podcast, and then I did workshops this year. I'm so excited and thankful to been able to adjust your crown, Queen. Was the name of the workshops that I did. Wasn't a plan initially, but I was listening, so I did it. I did the workshops. I did like a 3-day mastermind, Kingdom Mind is what I called it. A little coaching. Spoke at several places. And then at the end of the year, the only thing I had on my calendar for December, because there was so many things happening, and then the system, that wasn't even on the agenda, but it's a whole system that is about to bless the world. It has blessed me so tremendously. Me utilizing these tools has filled my life with so much abundance of the things that matter the most, right? Like I'm more whole than I've ever been. And I wrote in my book a couple years ago that if you align your body, your mind, your spirit intentionally, not perfection, but intentionally, greatness is inevitable. You're the bag is gonna chase you. I feel more aligned, not just feel. I saw turmeric on my tongue. Sorry, just had turmeric tea this morning. But if you align yourself, that the bag, the abundance, that's what the bag is. It's not just money. Money is included, but it is the abundance. It's the abundance of joy, the abundance of peace, the abundance of love you feel in your heart. Like, even when you don't feel, let me tell you, I worship God, because you hear all the great things that have been going on this year in my life. I didn't talk about the dark times because, and I did. Like, on Wake Up and Worship, if y'all watch any of my Wake Up and Worships, I will always tell you the truth. Like, when I be in the middle of a battle, I'll tell you, I fought the battles. Ain't got to keep talking about them, right? It gets really, really challenging. But God is really, really big and has all power. So the end of the year, a weapon formed. It makes sense. Enemy big mad. The system, it is changing lives. It's changing lives. It's going to change so many lives, because people want to sit still with God. People want to meditate, or they want to hear themselves. They want clarity. They want to get rid of anxiety. They want to feel a sense of purpose, a connection, something deeper than everything that we out here doing. They want to. People are stressed. Stress kills. How do you get rid of the stress? Create a space. 5 minutes a day. Breathe. Write down what you're thankful for every day. In spite of all the life that life is doing. Write down all the things you're thankful for. I just thank you for all the things. And once you do, you have deposited into your spiritual bank account. So when weapons form, because weapons will form, it's part of it. But the Bible says no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So weapons have been formed against me and my family at the end of the year, because the devil big mad. But no weapon formed. I'm a worshiper. I stay in the presence of the Most High God. I got His ear. Holy Ashanda. Bless your name, God. I I got his ear. I don't fight my battles in the natural. The weapons of my warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Whatsoever I bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatsoever I loose in earth will be loosed in heaven. God has given me the keys. I got my daddy keys. God has given me the keys to the kingdom of heaven. He said, blessed are those who bless you. Yahweh says, cursed are those who curse you. I don't have to fight no battles. God got me. He got mine. So, for that I worship. We're still in worship. This is what worship brings, because battle's gonna come. That's what people say, life be lifing. And this is what's another amazing thing. The system, life-changing, game-changing. But not even a month ago, almost a month ago. Y'all see me on YouTube. I show up here every Wednesday. I get a few likes. Thank you for the people who like, because I'm just trying to spread light and joy and create a space to worship God, to make it normal, to make it okay, because it's better than okay. And I realize I talk low, so I should have a mic. I hope y'all can hear me. My people be like, why are you whispering? But God told me that he was going to bless me abundantly, like blow my mind. And I've been trying to feel my way out in YouTube. I told y'all, I'm honest about where I am and what I'm doing, because I feel like when you're honest, when you share your story, as you listen and try this faith walk, believe God, you want to be encouraged by other people who have done it. That's how we overcome, by the blood of the Lamb and by the words of our testimony. So when I share my testimonies, you're able to see God did it for her. He don't love her more than he loved me. I am his favorite though. But at any rate, I found a little thing over here on YouTube that you guys love. And I am so thankful for it, because it's called Wisdom Says. And I love wisdom. I love worshiping. I love wisdom. And I read wisdom every single day, because I asked God a few years ago, I needed wisdom concerning my son and the rearing of him, to make choices that were going to be exponentially in his favor. And that's what wisdom does. And I asked God for wisdom, and he led me to Proverbs. So I've been reading Proverbs. I read a Proverbs every single day. So yeah, it's hidden. It's hidden. I found something that YouTube likes, and I am so thankful, because my subscribers are growing. Like, people are joining, are subscribing, at least like 7 to 20 people a day. Today's was a little wonky, because I recorded in a different place, but I'm about to scrap it because they don't like it. I just want to give wisdom, and if they love it, I'm here for it. So for that I worship. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Worship God, because there's not for what he can do, but for who he is. And who he is always amazing. I got this real bad angle when I saw it, but it's fine. I've been in it all the whole time. I'm about down anyway. So listen, until next time, create a little space. If you create the space, God will show up. If you create a space, God will show up. Until next time, y'all. Peace.